All right, back we go. It is Thursday. It is April 13th. And I'm going to take a look at QQQ, Invesco QQQ Trust Series 1. All right, so let's look back at this. As you can see here from the COVID move, which was unbelievable. This was up here, what, 237, went down to, if I get my screen here, 237 to a low, 164.93. So look at that little move. You got in down here and rode this all the way up. Man, that is incredible. So, once this found support, started to bounce, we started to come out of it. Look at this, April, May, June, finally September, a little pullback, October, a few moves up and down here. Then you had another one, January, February, another few bumps along the way. Then we came up to the all-time high on this, which was 408.71. And then, the downtrend started, all kinds of problems in the world. So we go down January, big bounce in March, come down very strong again, May, June, then we bounce July. Now we have a trend line to the low. It doesn't have to be exact. This one doesn't touch, but that's okay. And you form a big move, a big drop here, September, October, which the low, which is holding right now, which is 254.26. So right here. Then we started to go down. We tested again almost and bounced. You have a move that is 260 line, seems pretty big. You have a lot of candles right here at 260. That was January to February, a nice run up again. We just took off longs all day. Pull back in March. Where's this low here? 285.19. Then we take off again, which is 320. So 320. You have a trend line now. So trend line going back all the way to October. Look at these lines here. 1, 2, 3. You have a low here on these wicks right here. Shorter term, let's look. If this does pull back, I would look towards 295 here. 295, 290. If you want it to be above this, if that's a strong trend line, it should be above it. So 290, 295. It looks like it's stacking sideways. Looks like it wants to cross over again, but it's not definite right now. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And, this could go up to 320, which we're at pretty much. So 320, 330. Now, how high can this go? You see this space is getting a little smaller. You have to form a rising wedge, it's called. So a rising wedge is this gets tighter, and eventually it comes down. But if this keeps going for some time here, 330 right here on this high, which would be 334.42 about. Looks like a little resistance here, or the next resistance actually, which will be May and October. And that will be the next move here. So, if we come up here, it could be a double top right here, that 330 mark, just above it. If we keep going here, and this is the 38.2 retracement level. So we're right at 38.2 fibs. If we get up, past there, it'll be 23.6 fibs from that, 100% bottom retracement. So that'll be the next move here. And then you have 350. If this gets past here, that'll be a really strong NASDAQ market here. A lot of tech. And you can see going back here, this move back and forth in this channel, sort of bottomed here, and then we're taking off this way now. So we're in an uptrend. So that is the move. We'll see, short term 330, 320, and then 330 is a big mark. Because if you get over that, you're looking further north. Weekly, one more thing. On stochastics, you were oversold, really high overbought, came down. Now, if this crosses below 50, I would expect it to get to that line. 50 is the middle line. You're above, below. Once you're above, you go this way. Below, you go that way. So that's a key line there. Weekly. Let's look at the weekly. Look at this rise. Look at this move up. It's tremendous. And then we come down. Now, look at this here. You have a wave. It's a wave here, 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 and you're reaching really high here. This is very overbought in the weekly. You're getting as high as, what is it? 96.01 in stochastics. It's higher than this move here, which was August. And then, back here when we're going up, it's as high as that. So this is one of the highest points it's been since this started to go down. It's a tremendous move. and put a little line here. See this? It's almost like it's you can call it an ascending triangle. The triangle is going up, but it's just running out of room. We can't go higher in this stochastics. So you could pull back, but it just depends how hard. Short term, that's what I said. Now you can see the weekly here, 13 EMA, 20 EMA. That'll be about 300, maybe a little below it. So that's important. If this doesn't hold, then you're going further down. Then something, further is going to happen in the market. It's hard to say events, but could be profit taking. We'll see. That's very high up there, though. On the monthly, look at the monthly here. Now the monthly, let's go back all the way to 2000. Look at this. This was down on stochastics. One of the best times ever to buy. It was like 660. From 2000 it crashed. Well, you don't want to buy there, but eventually it bubbled down. You got in the low, started to rise up. So that was the all-time low in stochastics. And 2009 was pretty low. That was at 70. Oh, wait a minute. Moved here. 1320. And just recently, right now, we have 1232. So this was the second lowest point, at least going back on this chart to 1990. And it's rising up. Look where we're at now. We're at 46, white over red, which is bullish. 50 line coming up. It's going to be important. The rise up here. See the 13 over the 20 the whole way? This was bullish the whole way. When you're far away here, see this? See the width? That's why it's so strong in the market. They need to cross at the top of the pattern. Coming back down. Here's the 61.8 retracement level for Fibonacci. Sideways, sideways. Now you do have 20 EMA crossover to 13 EMA right here. What was that, January or October 2022? This is on the monthly. So the 20s over 13. So this could be a false breakout, meaning, it's made a strong move from here, but it's going to come back down and refill this, retest this. We'll see on that. It's bullish now. Even on the monthly here, this is a key move here. This 300, 310 area. That's very big. On the quarterly, look at this, green. If you got in basically after the tech crash of 2000, 2003, you rode this up almost 18 years. You should be a millionaire. Depending how much you put in. But look at that. There's nothing along the way. A few little candles. Oh, to 2009. Excuse me, of course. What if you held through that? Even get in, get out, and then get in again. It's pretty strong. And then look, we go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles. It's never really done that since these big moves down. That's why this is, probably the second biggest drop in history in the NASDAQ and tech stocks. Big green candle here. That's bullish. First green candle coming out of red candles. You have a crossover on the quarterly. It's both right around that 50 area. Now, it looks like you have a little high cross or indecision doji. Now, this does look like a move up like this, like it forms a move like here, and you go sideways like an F, and then we go up. We'll see on that. Now, on the quarterly, it's hard to believe, but people might not understand charts and everything. Look at the pink line over white, 13 over 20 EMA. This has been bullish the whole way, even on this drop. People like it's a recession or the tech's been in a recession, but not on the quarterly chart. This 13 EMA is over that. The white has to be over pink. This drop is huge, but it's because you were far away from the pink line. We pull back right to the pink line. And then, the white line's here, but you're above it. So this move down, you're still bullish. It's hard to believe, but you are. And then you bounce right from that, which was a 61.8 fibs, which is at 260. And you're holding now. So, we're going to come back here, retest it, and bounce, or just above it. We'll see on that. But overall, on the quarterly, you're bullish still. That's amazing. It's hard to believe. It just depends. We're going to pull back some. We're going to have volatility, the rest of this year, and like chop around, then eventually go up. We'll see how this plays out. The yearly, you can see this one big massive candle, and you have a green here. You can see on tech, this was overbought, but it's been overbought and it's coming down a little bit. So you do have red over white on the yearly. All right, so longer term, I like tech. I like all stocks. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ. I like gold. I like Bitcoin, even Ethereum. It's just a matter of, could this pull back down further if something happens? It's possible. If this really breaks, the key really for me is 290. If this breaks this trend line and comes down, something happens or it pulls back pretty hard, and who knows what else happens in the news, then we test this 260 line again, which I think would hold. You got a lot of support here. So that will be it. It's just a matter longer term. If you're investing or 401k, Roth 401k, yeah, I would keep load of money into this. It's only a short period of time. You think about it. Look at this 2021. This went up so fast. If you're investing longer term, like 10 years, 15, 20, 25 years, let's say you're like 20, next 40 years, you should be investing 30. You're talking maybe 30 years and 20, whatever your age. So it's plenty of time for this. And I wouldn't worry longer term. People thought this might come down to this at 237. The only way this would come back this far, beat this line, if really a major recession happens and it really crushes through here, you probably get supported 240. If the market really collapses, something else happens, or housing starts to collapse even further, jobs, you spike up from like 3.5% employment to 5 or 6%. That could be make a move down here, but I wouldn't worry at right now. Longer term, you have to see something starting to break here, which is not happening yet. So longer term, I'm bullish. QQQ, great for 401ks, Roth 401ks, anything investing wise. I would invest long term in this. And let me look at FinViz here. FinViz, the Qs. Let's see what it says here. It's a correspondence. If people don't know, it's weights and securities and trust. The NASDAQ 100 index. Identify related weights of index securities, blah, blah, blah. So basically mimics the NASDAQ 100. And they have the same line as I drew here on the daily chart. I just put, this is TCE 2000, by the way. People don't know, it's great charting software. Really good. It's one of the best. So you're in a trend line up like this. That's what FinViz has. FinViz is another charting software. So you're in an uptrend right now. All right, so that's it for QQQ. Yeah, very bullish right now. Just watch the move down on that trend line and watch the higher line here. You could get a blow off top up like the 340. It really comes up really pretty strong on that. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe to Mike Cayman Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. I appreciate it, the support. And on TikTok, Mike Cayman Trades, and any other social media. That's it. We'll do some more videos. I'll be back.